Hi there, and welcome to Apple World. You folks need to get on this pronto in light of the fact that CPS done stepped in and taken guardianship of Chrisean Jr, like we have been beseeching them to accomplish for very nearly a year now. On the off chance that you all in some way miss the craziness that has been going on, Chrisean of late got captured subsequent to making an appearance to court to help her child daddy Blueface it. Seems to be CPS has been checking what is happening in light of the fact that the second Chrisean was capped. They cleared in and took guardianship of Junior, and there are reports that they are making arrangements to end Chrisean's nurturing privileges. Well, Sean isn't taking this well. She is going crazy on CPs and attempting to battle them for care. Young lady, this is going to be a wreck, so we should spill this tea, okay? So you all recall when Chrisean was pregnant with Chrisean Jr. and she committed to paradise toward the rear that she was finished with a Blueface and needed to be a superior individual for her child. Did we accept her words? Without a second thought, everybody assumed the best about her since we thought that she truly needed to be a superior individual for her youngster. Yet here we are back in the very trickeries that she is known for in any case. And to exacerbate it, she's in jail, and the word on the roads is that CPS has taken authority over Junior and not one individual is supporting her. So you all realize that fans can no longer bear her BS. Sean has been enduring an onslaught from fans since the year began on the grounds that she has been acting really foolishly after she conceived an offspring. We figured out that she had been drinking and smoking while she was pregnant with Junior, and when she gave birth, she totally returned to her prior approaches to being totally and completely fixated on Blueface. You know, a similar man who advised her to dispose of the pregnancy and proposed to his other child, Jaden Alexis, for reasons unknown. Sean went into overdrive after the commitment and began boasting about how she was never going to leave Blueface, how she was effing on him the day he proposed to Jaden, how she ought to have gotten the ring, and Yaki young lady Chan was messy. She most likely thought her fans planned to gas her up, yet they read her for rottenness and brought up how humiliating she was. That was the point at which she concluded to do an about-face, discussing how she was a changed individual now and was humiliated of herself. She said, letting him know no today was a stage yet. How would you dispose of a spirit tide? I truly needed to make a stride back since, as yet, giving a piece of me to him is effed up to my child. How I let a man that would rather not be a dad to my just child still in me man than this man text me today and I nearly succumbed to that. Resembles how the F am I doing? Genuine. She proceeded with, I'm taking a gander at my child. Like, hold up, cut the juvenile narrow-minded is out. You all I am disheartened with myself right now. Hello Blue, go for it. Quit hitting me up, brother, and go get another bee to cream on you. In addition to the home that is perilous and unsanitary, you are going to get HIV in the manner in which you move. She likewise said, on God, let me begin needing this master, kindly free me from myself. I petition God for solidarity to remain restrained, and I appeal to God for strength on the grounds that having a kid, and realizing that his dad believed nothing should do with him is something extreme to acknowledge. So all things being equal, doing what's hard, I settle for the worst part of the deal. However, this time around, no one fell for her BS since we knew not to accept anything that story she was telling, and wouldn't you know, it was 2 or after 3 days that she and Blueface fired misbehaving again. When it comes to Blueface and Chrisean, you can constantly rely on them to misbehave and embarrass themselves. There's the point at which he posted an image of their child's privates on Twitter, and Shan Chrisean for thinking often about being a VIP more than the strength of their child. He composed this, what my child D resembled, and she stressed over me, and L child C like B. Get our child's S, right then, that. Oh, what you need? He likewise said, I attempted to make the best decision to keep it hidden. However, this young lady continue onward endlessly. Let me be you break child. She's a terrible mother. Yes, she is unsuitable. She been pushing the medical procedure back, missing the arrangement, so she can do what she needs. I went to Baltimore believing it's a medical procedure. However, they discussing she missed the arrangement. My child don't got SA, and she on here popping it. So you understand what I'm a doing. Each time really take a look at me. To be fair, he had a point, yet posting their child's privates was excessively far. There's likewise the time that he proceeded to grab their child out of his bed at 4:00 a.m. around mid without garments since he was frantic that Chrisean left the child with a companion while she went celebrating between Chrisean drinking and smoking intensely, and for the most part untrustworthy while she was pregnant with Junior, her taking him all over and any place with her when he was only several days old without him being dressed appropriately. Blueface posting the child's privates, having the child making the rounds in Winter Kid. That child truly does seen a ton. And he isn't so much. As 1 year fans have been asking CPS to step in and take the child since. Supposing that we're being fair, Chrisean isn't actually working really hard to persuade us that she's an extraordinary mother. And to be fair, Blueface was precisely near an ideal person, either in light of the fact that I know you all recollect how he constrained his 5-year-old child to contact grown-up artists in his home to demonstrate that he isn't gay. However, that is not all, since there have been theories among fans that Chrisean Jr. has an intrinsic condition because of Chrisean smoking and drinking while she was pregnant. Fans originally saw something surprising during Chrisean's Instagram live meeting in January, where she guarded her choice to tattoo a blue countenance's mug, shot all over behind the scenes. Junior's crying stood apart as it didn't seem like the run-of-the-mill cry of a sound child. Hello Music Pop. At whatever point Chrisean shared recordings of Junior fans, he had a ton to say regarding his facial elements and his unusual cry, and there's a ton of theory that he could have either fetal liquor disorder or a kedwa condition. There were more hypotheses about whether Junior was visually impaired on the grounds that at whatever point we see him in recordings, the unfortunate thing simply will in general gaze into space without moving his eyes or attempting to get things before him like different children of his age in all actuality do. Despite the fact that he can uphold his own head, he doesn't act like a regular child, and fans are contemplating whether he has been meeting his formative achievements, since it sure doesn't appear. So Chrisean got guarded over this, and she went live to guarantee that her child was completely fine. I came strolling, playing football. Who are you all to let me know what he is determined to have, what he resembles, and what he sounds like? You all have barely any familiarity with God, and you've got hardly any familiarity with nothing, assuming you're conversing with me like that. So I reprimand all that you all believe about my kid being legitimate, yet I like this brother well enough to nothing unexpected chain got shipped off jail. Really, it's astounding that it took her this long to land in jail, since she has been engaged with such a lot of BS putting paws on individuals and simply being a train wreck. She got bounced by the police several days prior when she went to Blueface's hearing for his continuous case. She has had an open warrant for her capture out in Oklahoma for a hot moment at this point, but she figured she could pull off it by basically not transforming herself into the police. She was purposeful about not handing herself over, and she even gloated about it on Instagram. Grateful all my wars are getting tidied up. I've been taking care of expenses and disposing of conversing with specific individuals to help my circumstances out. Because you realize I have my child, the bygone me would have recently handed myself over, and that with it threw in from inside to beyond the prison. So whatever, so I don't resemble you know yet. Right now, I gotta play wary on the grounds that you realize I don't. I don't anticipate, being in prison while my child is developing. Like, I simply don't anticipate that by any means. So, I'm doing all ways imaginable to get that sorted out without attempting to spend time in jail, and it's turning out for me. So I'm going work on my little circumstances and stuff. That is about it in any case. Well, the second she ventured into the town hall shit, E was captured by CPS, who were ready to pounce for her surprisingly more dreadful Bluefaces. Folks were at the town hall, yet neither of them needed to take Junior. Definitely Shane took a child to the town hall, realizing that she had an open warrant for her capture and made arrangements for Kid care in the event that she got captured with Chrisean in jail and nobody able to take her child. CPS has stepped in and taken guardianship of him. Reports show that CPS is moving to deny her parental freedoms forever. Insiders guarantee that the child is at last getting clinical consideration for his issues. Fans have been worried about Chrisean Jr. not gathering formative mustan and have been asking for him to get clinical consideration, which Chrisean has obstinately rejected. Now that CPS is involved, there are reports that the child is at last standing out. He really wants it. And hello, a success is a success, and we will take it well. As per an insider, Chrisean is thoroughly going crazy in prison. Subscribe Apple World for more videos.